So hello everybody and welcome aboard Austrian 929. This is a service from Vienna to Klagenfurt, and I'm sure I said that wrong. And this is a brand new series for virtualh.com that we're calling Full Flights. So what Full Flights is, so unlike the Fly With Me series where you usually see a takeoff or a landing or sometimes a combination of both, this is the entire flight. So what we'll try to do, it's almost live stream style, but not, because unfortunately we don't have the ability to live stream. It's, pardon me, it's super short flights. So this Austrian flight is no more than 40 some odd minutes in the air. An actually rather interesting approach into LOWK, and yeah, so the other thing, full disclosure, with the CRJ, I did a flight once where it was almost a full flight, where it was like, I'm literally going to just put myself in the cockpit, film myself trying to figure the airplane out, and actually take it for a flight, and it ended up being okay. An interesting movie nonetheless, but lasted like an hour and a half or something. With the DH8, I've taken about 3 flights with this thing now, so 2 of those flights were successful. So we'll see how this goes. So let's get ourselves into the cockpit. GSX is pretty much ready to go with our fake Aryan friend. If you don't hear the sounds of the airplane in the background, it's probably because they're still playing music, and we don't want to have the VOD taken down because of that. So let's just check that everything's on here. So the power's good. We're on the APU. Engine intakes are closed. Heats are all off. They want me to release parking brakes, so we turn that to red. Position lights on, no, on, and logo light on. Those are all on, that's all good to go. Cool, and then down here, let's double check. We're online on VATSIM today, 1228, so we're on Unicom right now. Nice. And we got 2000 for the squawker, so let's tell people on VATSIM. Yes, the music playing in the background. I'll probably end up really muting the main audio from the sim until they stop playing that. So LOWWTRF, start up and push back gate. Where am I right now? I'm on Echo 50. And we're taking off runway 11. Alright, releasing the brakes, which we didn't do that right, but anyways, that's fine. We should have started this guy first. There we go, so that way we don't hear the music. I love the sounds of this airplane. I'm actually really excited. In a week or 2, I'll be on one of these, Air Canada from Toronto Island, Montreal. I'll get to take 4 trips, so I'll get to go Island, Montreal, Montreal to Island, and then a repeat of that the following week, the weeks of June 10th and June 17th for some business. Okay, so that's starting up and stabilizing, 220 RPM.
If you want to use any electronic equipment, we would kindly ask you to contact us first.
Low weather information, bumps are terrible.
Must be switched off, and the cellular phones may not be used.
The DHL that I filmed taking off.
Stay on board.
That 747-400 that I filmed taking off is reporting that there are some really bad bumps out there, so this will be interesting. We also haven't set up our... Well, let's get the other engine going. We can set that up as we're... Control period. So I won't lie, like I'm a very, very novice with this airplane, so those of you who fly it, I know you're going to see me doing things wrong. I know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Gary coming out.
Have your attention to the international safety regulations.
Okay, nav source FMS1.
6 emergency exits. 2 exits are located in front, 2 at the wings and 2 at the back.
FMS2.
They are marked with the exit sign.
So that's that. Our initial, we're going up to 16.
Path markings on the floor lead to these exits. Each seat is equipped with the safety belts. To fasten the seat belt, put the 2 ends together. Tighten it by
Turn Gary up, I can't hear him.
To unfasten the seat belt.
So 16 is that. Initial heading.
When instructed to do so, take a hold of the bag and take the life chest out. Pull the life vest over your head. Fasten the life vest by connecting the hooks to the ring. Pull the struts until the life vest is fully adjusted.
Gary's telling us everything's clear. We get to do the best part in a minute here.
Life vest will inflate. Red tubes are located on both sides for blowing the additional air into the life vest.
Shall we turn on
For
some
more detailed
engines?
information, please refer to the safety instruction
1,
card and a suit pocket
2,
in the
3. If nothing else, that's the best part of this whole thing. Yeah. Alright, so shut the bleeds off for a second. Kill that. Generator should be good now. On and on. And we want the gens on, not off. I'll be right. That's that. Off, that gen off, so that's the APU off. We'll put the bleed airs on for now while we taxi, so that people's in the back. Now some air, pedostatic, isolation of the boots. Ice protection's off for now. We'll put you to warm up. And heat on. Excellent. Okay, and the only thing we got is the anti-skid, which is this guy over here, and park brake is the last warning light, so we are ready to go. Let's just down. So, alright, let's not delay. We got a long taxi here. So that's off, turn that on, double check that the A-car is A-carring, which it has been. So let's... Okay, perfect. And steering. Make sure that we got control. Actually, I don't think that's on. That's on. Right? Steering always takes a minute, I know. There we go, now we got control. Okay, it's going to be a very long taxi, so let's just get there, make sure we've got all the things. So that's good. Back to our flight plan. Taxi lights are on, that's all good. Put our squawk on when we get out there. Weather radar can come on with weather. Probably because it's pointed towards the ground right now. And double check my ground chart, so there should be a left turn ahead here. Yep, onto 35. And we don't want to go too fast. We're at 13 knots right now, so. Now, admittedly, I tried going into this airport before. It has a rather interesting approach, and I screwed it right up royally, so we definitely did not submit that particular flight. What it is you're coming in over mountains, really steep mountains, and you get to the bottom of the procedure at 8,000, then you gotta come over the airport and then spin out, continuing to descend down to 4,000 as you finally come around for the ILS for 28. So this one's going to be a very interesting approach, and I'm going to do a intersection departure here. Probably going to find Alpha 8 is my plan here, because we don't need the full length of the runway, because this is a awesome bird for takeoff. There's me trying to use my rudder pedals to steer, LOL. Okay, come on this way. I have mine set up for the ailerons. Probably should just map a tiller, but So we'll come here, and then we'll look for exit 12. Yes. Flaps down to 5. That's what we'll take off with. And double check. Cross checking, that's all good. This guy can come to nav. So we got both of our sides on nav. Copilot side. I've actually mapped. I don't normally map Copilot side on my thing, but for this airplane I decided why not, because there's a couple switches on that side you got to get to. It's just easier if you can go to the Copilot side and pan. So Copilot puppies are all here behind me. They're all strapped in for a quick flight. Now the one thing about this airplane I've noticed, it's so cool. It's very easy to float the landing. Ooh, hello. We're going too fast for it. We're only going 50. Yeah, it's very easy to get good landing rates with this thing, I've noticed. You just, like everyone always tells you, you gotta leave the power in while you're landing. And once you, fly the airplane into the ground, then just yank back on the thing. I had 2 back-to-back landings in this where I was plus 50. I was like, that's weird, probably not good, but that's weird. But I let it go through anyways because I keep trying to improve my landing rate here for virtual LH. We're now down to 205 as an average, which is not bad, so I'm quite happy with that. Turn the corner here. So this is Alpha 7. Well, Alpha 8 according to that, because we're going to take Alpha 8 intersection. So, approaching the runway now. Let's hold here. Brakes, parking brake. Low. Traffic. Runway 11. Takeoff. IRG. O2 Delta. That's Alpha 8. Alright, so that's good. So let's kill the bleeds. Sorry people with the airs back there, but we need it. Need all the pressures. Put the Jimmy bar forward. Turn on alt. And let's give ourselves some power here to, not too much because we got to keep that ground propeller range to 12. Hopefully no one is coming in here, although yeah, the winds are favoring this 148 at 5. So we want to make sure that we get nav, LNAV pitch hold, and LCell. We turned that a little too far, that's okay. Alright, so takeoff. 90%. Looking for that V1. Rotate. Goodbye, Vienna. Alright, there we go. Got the landing there. Waypoint alert. Wait till we get up past 1,000, and we will put the nose down, let the airplane speed up. So we're above 1,000 now. nose down, flaps up, and autopilot. So we've got LNAV, pitch hold, and LTCL. And we're headed for Whiskey Whiskey 361 and then 362. Now look, see outside. And let's throttle back to props 900. Yes. I'm really starting to fall for this airplane now. I've noticed something here just now. For some reason that's a thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, does that look a little bit better? Oh, maybe that was a little bit too much. Back one. There. We were way out of coordination there. I always forget with this thing. I gotta write down a proper list for myself for the takeoff. That you gotta set this sucker. Rudder trim right 6 thereabouts is a tip that I picked up somewheres. Climbing nicely, so we're just heading now to Whiskey Whiskey 362 and then on our way. Let's zoom out here. Perfect. Gorgeous day here in Vienna. Absolutely gorgeous. Wonder if we'll see Neil's house from here. Oh, he's been busy. His field looks really, really nice. Attaboy. Okay. Yeah, we're underway. All right. Ooh, there's some nasty stuff over there. Let's pick it up. So, get ourselves. So we're taking off there. Someone logged in. KLM 1298, he's a 772, and he's heading to Elgav. Elgav being Athens. Oh, cool. I had an interesting comment on our Facebook account the other day. A fella said that if you don't fly online, it doesn't count. And I thought that was actually rather funny. You know what else we did do wrong? Crap. My bad. Let's get the plebs some air.
Cabin crew seats for departure.
Huh, yeah, well, we'd already taken off there, guy. Right, anyways,
Ladies and gentlemen, for your own safety, we instruct you to keep your seatbelt fastened during the entire flight.
oh man, we've fucked so many things up. That's my bad. Okay, anyways, we're back on. So lights are off because we're past 10. We put on our strobe. The heater's on. Just in case. What's the temperature outside right now? Yeah, 0 degrees. And I got this crap in front of us, so it's going to be rather interesting. So yeah, we had the guy was like, if you don't fly online, it doesn't count. And I was like, you know what, that's fair. Like, I'll give you that. The problem for me being a Canadian is that unless I'm flying during the weekend, which I am right now, and even then it's late at night, like European airspace is just absolutely dead. And he's like, well, you should connect anyways. I was like, all right, fair enough. So for this video, I figured I would. The problem is that we want to put a little bit of production value into this. Like if I want to get some nice screenshots during the takeoff or any of that kind of stuff, you don't want to be focused on other people on the network as you're doing that kind of stuff. So for me, when I fly, I like to fly offline just to get kind of better production quality, but so be it. The other thing too is that, you know, we want to try and interact and say things and whatnot, and you know, if you've got ATC clacking off in your ear all the time, it's kind of hard to keep a conversation. So there we are, that's us underway. So beginning of June right now, there's 1 month left on the Airbus Revenge Tour. Bruno and Johnny have finished it. I'm almost there. Actually, after this, I'm debating whether I want to film my repositioning leg, where I'll go from Vienna to Zurich, and then I got 1 week really for myself to finish the rest of it because I'm away on business for 2 weeks. I've set up my work computer with X-Plane. Hopefully I'll be able to still get some flights in for the airline while I'm gone, but we'll see. Planning the next tour. It's a cargo tour. It's not going to be the cargo tour that I want to do. I got to wait very patiently for the X-Plane plebs to get their Boeing 777 or MD-11s for the tour that I want to do, but that will be really cool. So we're just coming up to 16 now, which is our top of climb. Now this is where things always go wrong for me. If you pull that too far back, it'll go back and start in feather, and then that'll make a very meme of a flight. Perfect, and seatbelt signs. Oh, keep the smoking on. I guess the seatbelts were already off. Man, I'm not with it today. Over the meadow and through the woods to we go. So yeah, so the IRG0 to Delta, we'll do Rupert, direct to Beery, and then we're doing the Beery 1 Tango arrival into LOWK. So, just looking at this. So we're doing a Beer 1 Tango, and then we are doing the Klagenfurt 1 Lima transition, which takes us over the Klagenfurt VOR. Oh, is that what we're doing? No, that's not the one. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Klagenfurt 1 Lima. The chart up on my screen here, just double checking that I understand what I'm doing. I think I got it. Like it's gonna be. Actually, while we're up here, let's just make sure that. Yeah, perfect. So we should actually double check. That's the go around procedure. So let's do our VNav profile. KFT. Probably a KFT, so the 21 waypoint right there. Nice, lovely landscape here. So VNav 2, number 9 there. Enter. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. For second last name cruise, I want to be over for a long time. Our in-flight cabin service has begun, serving chosen flight meals and refreshments. If there's anything else you require, please ask one of our flight attendants for assistance. Once again, on behalf of the entire flight crew, we hope you enjoy the rest of the flight.
There we go. So top of descent, 93 nautical miles or 16 minutes. So there we go. Quirky little bird, this one. Absolutely quirky. Got its little things here. Do 15 landing. Wind's on our ass right now. Let's have a look-see outside, shall we? Yes. Yeah, I can't wait to be on this bird in a couple weeks. Doing Porter this time. I'm not doing my beloved Air Canada, we're doing Porter. Only reason why I'm doing Porter is when I come home on the Friday, that and the flight time's lined up better, but when I come home on the Friday, it's roughly about the size of a tall boy can of beer that they give you on there. So you get an hour flight, you put down a beer and maybe some crackers or chips or something, but you know, that's gonna be very nice for a Friday. My company's building a new building in Montreal, and even though I'm based out of Toronto, I'm in a department that is in both locations, so I'm helping them with their final prep for a new broadcast center, so I'm very much looking forward to that. So 2 more weeks in Montreal, see some good friends out there, eat some good food, and whilst I'm in the hotel, other than a MacBook Pro, maybe we'll have a little bit of flying adventures. So LOWK. Klagenfurt am Wörthersee. Klagenfurt. Man, oh man. Alright, this will be good. This will be good. So yeah, my first attempt at landing here, when I finally was able to get the ILS to pick up, was pretty brutal. Like, it was like a 400, and I was like, well, we're not submitting that. 400 is just a little bit much, so let's just have a look-see here at my my pilot's page here at VirtualH, my PIREPS. Of course, the internet's being a little slow right now, which is expected. We're getting up there in speed too. I should probably throttle back just a hair. 70%. So log in. It's weird too. There's a bit of a North American outage on Discord right now. Can't quite get to connect, so I might have to use my VPN here and put myself in like the UK or something. So PIREPS. So what did we do here? So this, I think, is my 4th flight with the with this bird. Yeah, so we took a shot at it. We didn't submit my first shot at this specific flight because I slammed it right into the ground. So I was like, all right, I don't know how to use the FMC on this thing. I don't know any of this stuff. So that was a bad one. Then I took it from Vienna to Warsaw, where we did, what did we do on that flight? Control peak. That flight was 53.06. Then we went Dusseldorf to Nuremberg, so we switched to Eurowings, and that Dusseldorf to Nuremberg was 57. Then I took it back from Nuremberg to Dusseldorf the next day, and I was really, really sick the last week. I had a really nasty head cold, so I was surprised I even figured out this thing in fluid at all. Oh, come on, internet. Minus 83, so that was a little bit better. Okay, let's not slow down too much. A little more torque. Alright, well, we'll see here. This is going to be a rather interesting meme, to say the least. So, where are we now? 10 minutes, 63.5. So, let's figure out some things here. Where is my speed card? So we're doing flaps 15, and the weight of the aircraft was about 26,000 kilograms. So V approach 122, VREF 121, VGA is 111. Okay, so, oh, you know what else we didn't do? The altimeter there. It was already, I think, in standard, wasn't it? Yes, it was. You suck, Cody. My God. Alright, now. Oh, God, I can't remember which ones are which. I think this guy here is going to be my 122. You are going to be 121. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Worst case, we're gonna manually be controlling the speed anyways, so we'll call that that. Now, weather, we're looking at show information. Klagenfurt, transition altitude's 10,000. The airport is about 1,500 feet off the ground, so we gotta remember that. Winds are 340 at 2 knots, so that's sweet. 15 degrees, QNH 1020, no significant weather VFR. Flight rules. yes. So you just need to remember the magical number 1020 for when the time is right. And we just enjoy the views. Gorgeous. Speed's holding a nice spot. A nice little flight. Nice little flight indeed. So I think our top of descent is right there. Yeah. Our descent coming over the mountains. Down to 8 as a first, and then yes. Go from there. 7 minutes now. So we need to wait 7 more minutes. So yeah, just a different little flight series is what we were thinking here. I figured. And I just realized as I was saying this that Johnny had made a new thing that's supposed to be below me right now, so sorry Johnny, I'll put that on the next flight. Yeah, so full flights, a couple different things that we're going to try with this. So the first thing is it might be once a month, once every other month. I'm not really dedicating this to any particular schedule yet, especially hitting the summer season right now. The hay fields here are growing like absolutely crazy, so as we go through some clouds. So I'll be farming before we know it. So there's that. The other thing about this is we're uncoordinated again. Airplane, what are you doing? Fly coordinated. I'll just let it control itself, I guess, but still. So yeah, once a month is what we're going for right now. Maybe once every other month, we'll see. It'll be an awful lot of like Dash 8, CRJ, Embraer, maybe even the A319. Like I'm really shooting to try and keep these things under an hour and a half is my goal, and we'll see. If you watch these, thank you so much. I mean, I really do appreciate your viewership. If you do enjoy like small short hop flights like this, virtualh.com is definitely the place for you. We've got the entire Austrian and Brussels and Edelweiss and Swiss and all the regional guys and some international guys. So Lufthansa itself has some regional, but international, short, long, you name it. Like it's all there. And we're doing everything we can. We're going to be doing hopefully a major overhaul to the Lufthansa fleet, and schedules soon. I discovered a service that I'm actually just putting a little bit of money aside for right now, because we're going to purchase the full schedules for the Lufthansa, and it's about 11 euros. So not. And what's really nice about the service though is that it comes. So we use for our virtual airline, we're using VAM or Virtual Airline Manager, and this thing actually gives me the schedules in the format for us to simply pop right into the system and away we go. So I'm actually really looking forward to that. So I'm hoping that our number of available flights for that will just quadruple. And then we'll save some money, and then we'll maybe pick up the Eurowings one, and then maybe update the others as well. But I thought it was a pretty neat little thing, so I'm actually looking forward to doing that. Yeah, so that's going to be really cool. So when we descend, 4,000 is going to be the final altitude to pick up the ILS. Now, ILS tricks. Let's make sure we've got all that set up, because we don't want to screw this thing up. ILS, Klagenfurt, 28 right. The only ILS is a Cat 3. The frequencies is 110.10. So we come down to VOR 1. We prepare 110, 100. Left. Right. Oh shit. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't want to put it in right now. Now, the other trick that I learned, and thank God for this trick, I like this. The course is 283. So if I come to and hold my format button, aha! Course was 283. So go backwards. 1, 2, 3. Left side, and right side. See, at a minimum, when you get in an airplane, just know how to program the damn ILS. Nothing else. That's going to be the thing that's going to keep you out of trouble. Hashtag terrible piloting advice by Cody. This thing's about to, well, has run out of flight plan. Alright, well, let's put you over to, really? Bro, I cross-filled the flight plan. Oh, forget about you then. Whatever, it's there. Flying on the side anyways. So top of descent marker's coming. So what will happen is, yeah, it's already happened. The VNAV guy has popped up here. So we're going to set our ALTs to 4,000. And we're going to go VNAV ALT cell. So the VNAV now is going to wait. And then once that goes, the ALT cell will take effect and we'll go down to 4,000. And the thing has a really nice descent. Yeah, now we got the big mountains ahead of us here. So what we should do is we should actually get a train weather on, train radar, just to make sure, yeah, because there's them high hills all around us. So we descend to 8, and then we come around down to 4 within the valley, and then turn in. Almost as cool of an approach as Innsbruck. That's weird. Flat coordinated, foo. Actually, left one. Alright. The other thing we gotta be paying attention for. So this airplane has a lot of quirks. So one, you gotta remember your altimeter settings, because you can easily forget about that, like I have, because I think I took off, the pressure was definitely not 1013. Power, yeah, constantly got to manage the power, so I'm really watching for this top of descent, because I'm going to have to pull everything back to flight idle and kind of coast the bad boy in. And then the systems are just a little bit funny, but once you do a couple flights with it, it actually does seem to get a little bit easier, so I'm quite happy about that. So here we are, Whiskey Kilo 823. Top of descent is coming. Big bar. And it's going to be a little early, but I'm going to put the seatbelt signs on here actually because we're coming through some cloud. What's our outside air temperature? -9, so we might pick up a little bit of ice. VNAV path is coming. Just gently ease off. Right down to flight idle. Here we go. Down we go. A little bit at a time. Every flight I do on this thing, I'm learning something new, which is kind of cool. Let's set up, even though the transition alt is 1000, I'm going to set the... We had decision height 200, which is perfect. We want to go back QNH again, which I've already forgotten. Hashtag piloting 1020. So let's go 20. And 20 is there. Perfect. Zoom in, please. Here we go. So hopefully this thing does not do stupid things. No, my luck, it will. The other cool thing about this airplane is that it starts the chrono for you as soon as you take off. So we've actually been there 25 minutes. The last probably 15 minutes will be us doing this big circle at the Kilo India VOR. So 8, turn around 4, and then ILS and in. And we picked up flight beam scenery for this. I think it was flight beam, or no, just sim. So it's a cool little airport. I loaded into it earlier just to see what it was all about. So everything's still recording. Nice big 8 gig file of video. Turn the screen on behind me. Double check this guy's still happening. A lot of heat coming off that satellite receiver that's right there. Still recording. Alright, cool. Co-pilot puppies are strapped in the living room. We got Dexter's behind me. So where are we going now? Ready for KI. So 9 nautical miles, allegedly. We're slowing down just quite a bit, so a little bit of... Airport's right down there. So the cool thing about this airport, on the right there is the thing, so we're just gonna put her down and do a nice long roll, and I might not even engage reverse, we'll see. Through the clouds, 0 degrees. I don't know if there's any noticeable moisture in that, so thankfully we don't have to deal with de-icing right now. Just, yeah, that's the airport there. So airplane is just trying to stay on profile. Hopefully it'll take us nicely there. So now we're headed for KI, where we'll then turn around course of 330, head back for KI, and then we'll get into the pattern. Just double check that our landing system here is present. No, it's not yet because we haven't. So we do have signal there. So back there, so it's ready for when we pop her into nav mode. Zoom in, and we'll wait for KI. Oh, this procedure scares me a little bit. Thankfully we can see what we're doing, so if we do have to take manual control and just put this thing down ourselves, we are well within our right to do so. So this goes to 3.1, then we go back to KI, then we go Delta 013 Charlie, 029 Charlie, 3.1 again. Wow. Alright, well this thing's just trying to bleed off altitude. What are you doing? Why are we climbing? Oh man, alright, let's do it direct. Direct to... we do it direct here. Get ourselves down so we can get on the ground already. Lord almighty. Why would we pitch hold? Well, that's fine. Alright, let's put it into heading mode, like so, and nose down, alt cell. Gonna do a left-hand orbit here. Now we'll make a right and then turn around for the ILS. So nav source is going to be that. Let's get ourselves down to that. Where's VS? VS 15. I'm sure we can bleed off that altitude from them. Actually, yeah, we'll go like this. We'll do a left-hand orbit instead. Make sure that we don't slam into a friggin' mountain here. Interesting approach, this one. So yep, okay. Flight plan. I think this is going to get low.
Caution, terrain.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Terrain.
So we're going to swing ourselves this way and do a right-hand orbit in. Let's take a notch of flaps. And, alright, that glide's coming in. Now, what was that altitude that we should have been at there? 23, above 4,000. Alright, I'm going to take its word for it because right now that localizer says that I am low, or
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know,
we just started
just
our
above it.
approach. We would kindly ask you to fasten your seatbelts again and turn off all your electronic equipment.
So localizer's working. That landmass. So we're at 4,000, so we're right where it wants us to be.
Cabin crew, please take seats.
Yep, definitely want to do that. Turn the oxygen tanks on, standby hydraulics. Once we get onto the localizer, we'll kick out the gear and do the rest. So nav sources on that. We're getting messages like crazy. What message do you want? What? Yeah, VNav. Yeah, got it. cool. The localizer's coming back. Take our semi base leg here. And we'll do approach once we turn this thing around. Sorry for the weird approach. That I knew, I had a feel the programming on that was not right, but whatever. We'll get her. Get her down safely. That's what we aim to do here. So I'll give it a minute, and then we'll do a 180 right-hand orbit. Not too much terrain to worry about, except that little hill there, but we're way above it. So base leg. Nice little river down there. Let's turn ourselves in. Give it somewhat of a 15-degree angle. Actually, it should be... slowing down too, so you get focused on something and then you start slowing down. Take it like that and approach mode. Let's get ourselves there. Oh, are you gonna pick this thing up? Well, we got glide slope, so that's a good start. So let's take gear down. Next range of flaps. Yep. So that'll be flaps 15, and slow ourselves down a bit here. And flaps. Actually, we'll go all the way up. Flaps full. Runways in sight, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Let's see what we do here. Spoilers are on the flight range. That's set. Altimeters are set. Nothing's changed. Hydraulic presses are on. Good and good. Oh, I should probably make an announcement, eh? Right, plebs know where we're coming. We are about 1,000 above the ground. Let's turn the bleeds off. That's what we're supposed to do. That was the wrong one.
1,000.
Lol. Checked. Keep your power in until you are on the ground. We're at 13. I'm gonna keep that power. So even at 13, we're slowing down like a stone right now, but I'm trying to get back onto our approach profile here. All right, let's take autopilot out. Runways in sight.
500.
Still low.
100. Glide slow.
Okay, hold on.
Glide slow.
Stay up in the air.
100.
So you're floating.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Off to the side. There we go. Back into the middle. Ooh, that's loud in the ears. I'm sorry. Alright, welcome to Klagenfurt, everybody.
Welcome to our final destination. Please remain seated with the seatbelts securely fastened until the aircraft has reached its parking position and the seat switched off. Please continue to observe the non-smoking sign. On behalf
That was
of
a
our
wild
airline,
breaking.
we'd like to say goodbye to you now. It was a pleasure having you as our guests. And we look
Okay,
forward to welcoming
so
you
taxi
on board
lights,
our
that's off,
aircraft
that's
again.
off,
Thank you
and
goodbye.
shut that off there. Cool. Let's get off the runway. Taxi range. Alright, so now let's find ourselves someplace to land, or someplace to park, and that'll complete the video. Well, somewhat of an anti-FAF approach with the FAF. So let's just go. Okay, so that's good. Just take you off. Standby. And we'll kill the other radar. It's off. Keep trying to steer with my feet. Gary off in the distance there, I think. Yeah, there he is. So another Austrian -8 there and in the hangar. Cool. And the Cessna there that will likely blow over once I make this turn here. Now, I know some airlines do that whole single engine taxi. I haven't quite mastered that yet with this, so try to clean up the airplane as we come along here. Of course, overturning like crazy. Put the packs back on for the peoples. And, more importantly, we should probably turn on Gary, this is a random spot for you, boss. There we go. Parking brake on. APU generator is on with its bleed air. Shut that off and we count to 30. 2, 3, 4, 5. Some other numbers. 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 19, 20, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Cut off. And ladies and gentlemen, After what was an astonishingly 39 minutes in the air, welcome to Klagenfurt. Beautiful, perfect, close that, yes, 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 baby, I know. We'll shut you up, perfect, and request deboarding, Shift E, and you're gonna want data, services, GPU request, and exits. Open the aft packs, aft bag, and that's that. Oh. This buddy just rips right through the airplane. We wait for the passenger bus to come. Well, thank you so much everyone for joining me for the first full flight video. From the deck here, that was Austrian 929. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back, like I said, about a month. The idea is set the airplane up, make sure it's ready, start filming, take you with us for the journey, land, park. Here we are, we're parked. Thank you so much everyone, have a lovely day, and we'll catch you next time. My name is Cody, Lufthansa 145, stay safe, happy flying, virtualh.com. Cheers.